This is a perfect recipe to quickly throw together just before you leave for work, and it's ready for when you get home. G'day, welcome to Todd's Kitchen. If you're looking for that simple recipe that you can prepare before you go to work and have it ready for when you get home, then I know you will love this recipe. It is so simple yet so delicious. So join me today as I make my version of a crock pot sweet garlic chicken. Okay, so first off, we're going to make the sauce marinade that we're going to use for our slow cooked chicken. So just into a mixing bowl, I'm going to add 1 cup of firmly packed brown sugar. It's the best way to make sure you get the right amount. And then to that, 2/3 of a cup of apple cider vinegar. Then a 1/4 cup of lemon juice. Or you can also mix it up with a lemon and lime juice. 2 tablespoons of soya sauce. Then about 3 tablespoons of minced garlic, but if you're anything like me, you're going to want to add some more. So I'll leave that completely up to you on your personal taste with garlic, but I'd recommend you start at 3. And then finally, we're just going to top it off just with some freshly cracked pepper. And you probably want about, say, a teaspoon worth. And just with a whisk, just give it a good whisk until the sugar is completely dissolved in the liquid. Okay, so now we're going to use our slow cooker or crock pot. So just with some cooking spray oil, just give it a quick grease just on the base. Just stops the chicken from sticking. And then we're going to place our chicken breast just on top. And we want to use 4 to 6 pieces. So you can do either one, it really depends on how many people you're cooking for, so it's pretty versatile. Then just simply pour our marinade sauce on top. So all we have to do now is we're going to place this on low for 6 to 8 hours or on high for 4 hours. So if you want it sooner, 4 hours is perfectly fine, but if you're going to work, you want to prepare this before work, then the 8 hours is better, and when you're slow cooking, the longer the better anyway. So this is why this is a fantastic recipe. It takes just a few minutes to prepare in the morning, and it's ready for when you get home. Okay, so I've had our chicken on for 8 hours now, and oh, look at that. It looks and smells delicious. So now we're going to take the chicken out, and we want to do it carefully because don't forget this is slow cooked, so the chicken will fall apart if you're not careful. I'll give you an example. Just stick that right in there. See how it just comes right apart? Yeah, you can let it come apart if you like, but for serving wise, I like to keep it together. So try and keep as much of the liquid in the slow cooker as you can, because that's our sauce. As you can see, this one's just fallen apart because I touched it. Okay, so into our sauce, we're going to add cornstarch or corn flour, and this is going to work as the thickening agent for our sauce. Now, we don't want to put it straight in because it can tend to clump up in hot water, so we're just going to add 2 tablespoons of cornstarch with 2 tablespoons of cold water. So we're just going to mix that through just to dissolve that cornstarch. So again, we're doing this just to prevent it from forming into lumps, and then we just waste all our sauce. Okay, so next I have a pot on the stove on a high heat. So with the remaining liquid from our slow cooker, I'm just going to pour it into our pot. And then to that, I'm going to pour in our cornstarch, corn flour mixture. So we're going to give this a very good mix over this high heat and let it come up to a boil. And just keep on stirring it like so, and it's just going to thicken up over, say, 2 minutes or so. And this is going to turn into a lovely glaze that we can pour over our chicken. As you can see, it's almost completely there. Doesn't take long. This is a very fast process. Once that cornstarch is working its way in, it's going to be lovely. And just make sure you do keep on stirring it, because otherwise you're going to burn the glaze if it just sits in the pan too long. And just see how when I use the spatula and I'm just able to pull it apart and it parts in the middle like that, that means it's ready. So take it off the heat. Leave it any longer, you're just going to burn your glaze. And all we have to do now is just pour on our delicious glaze. Just onto each chicken piece. Oh, look, that's just delicious, isn't it? And there we have our crock pot sweet garlic chicken. And how delicious does that look? It's so simple, yet all those flavors, while it might seem unconventional going together, trust me, they work perfectly. They've infused into that lovely meat, then we'll turn the sauce into that lovely glaze, which really does bring it up to the next level. And you can serve it with some rice. It's completely up to you, or vegetables. I'll leave that up to you. It's very simple, but either way, I guarantee it's going to taste simply delish.